Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Thing Is. Today I'm so fortunate to have with me Maya and Mavis. Oh my gosh, double M's.
That's us.
Right.
In action.
I know. We should start a group actually. That would be really cool, right?
Actually, we should. I'm down for it. Let me know when we're reading ourselves.
I don't know.
Oh gosh, you guys.
MDM.
Thank you.
MDM, yeah.
Sounds like a drug though.
It does. I think
It does actually, yeah. No, we don't do drugs, guys.
It's not crack as well.
Children.
So today we are going to be talking about a variety of different things, but what I want to start with is age gaps. What do you guys think about age gaps? Like, I'm not going to ask you on camera how old you are, but what is, like, how many years younger than your age would you potentially go?
I mean, you can ask me how old I am.
Okay, how old are you, Mavis?
I'm 43.
Hey!
Proud.
She said it.
Wow.
Okay, so what? Proud.
Wow.
Yes.
Don't look like it, not a day.
Thank you.
So how much younger would you go?
As in, like, how much younger would I go
Would
now?
you date you now at this age?
A date now?
If you were to
if
start
I were
dating,
single?
yeah. She's married, so
can't-
she's making that clear.
I can't do... See, I don't do small boys.
Me neither. No, I can't.
But I have met some small boys that are quite smart and very engaging.
Okay.
For me, the attraction is all about the mental engagement.
Right, yeah.
And the physical engagement.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So if you don't have the mental engagement,
Nothing else is gonna.
then...
Okay, but you haven't given me a number yet, though.
Okay. I'll go as low as like 35.
Really?
I'll even do 30.
Really?
Yes.
30? Like, damn, okay.
She's looking at me like,
Okay, what about you, Maya?
So, like, the youngest I've dated, like, younger than me is 12 years. And I have to be honest, it was one of the most fulfilling relationships I've had. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because it wasn't the age. Obviously, the age, takes a role, right?
Yeah.
But one of the most mature, like, emotionally mature people, right, that I've met. Someone that just got me, I didn't have to play at being somebody that I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I don't think age is a problem. I would say maturity is really what it boils down to, because you can be young and very mature. I was like that.
Right.
When I was younger, I was always dating someone who's like 8 years or so older than me, because I like to do those kind of things. I don't know. So I wouldn't say so much as the number as it's the maturity. And then like also the foundation. What do you guys have in common? What's, and so like if someone loves art as much as I do,
Yeah.
just because they're a few years younger, we still have that in common. So
Yeah. That's very interesting. See, because for me, I've always said, like, I'm 44, and I've always said, I don't think I could go lower than 30.
Wait. You're 44?
Yeah, you didn't know?
We just want to be like you when we grow up. I mean, and how many kids?
You didn't know?
Sorry, how many?
4.
4.
How old did you think I was?
23.
No.
Come on,
25.
girl.
And not because you're immature, but because you're so youthful. You're just
Really?
it has nothing to do with maturity.
Really?
You're so youthful. Like just first glance.
Wow.
And light. Like life hasn't burdened you, And the same thing
Wow.
goes for you.
Yeah.
You're both so light that I'm just like,
Oh, wow.
But no,
Did you
honestly,
work?
I didn't expect 44. Honestly, she told me, I was like, oh
she
my
got
God.
me. She got me.
No, you are crazy.
Wow. Teach us y'all's ways.
Yes. I want to know her ways for real. Like, what vitamins are you taking?
Everyone.
Like,
Nothing.
we need
I'm
all of it.
frequency.
Very
dose.
unhealthy, actually.
What juice are you drinking?
I love that. Wow. Powerful
Yeah.
ladies in the space.
So I always
What
said,
about you now? How much younger would you date?
I know.
So
right?
I said, because I had this conversation with you, I said 38. But, and the people were like, 38? That's like nothing. I'm like, I feel like that's young for me. But I have met some people who have been like 35, a tiny bit younger. And I've been like, actually, I would probably try this, But then I've met some people who are closer to 30 and I'm like, nah. Like, like you're not in my space. Like, I feel like they're in a completely different life space to me. Like, I've like just coming out of a marriage and I have children and like you're nowhere near there. Like, go experience life first. Like I just feel like you're not on my wavelength. But then, so like I think it's kind of like what you're saying where, You know, it's about the maturity of the person.
Soul that's just younger
Absolutely.
aged body.
Yeah.
And then you can still have, and I think maybe I'm just a very youthful spirit too. Like, so I'm playful. I'm creative. I'm fun. So I like to have space to be myself, express myself.
She's like, I'm fun.
Even as she's
creative.
doing it, she's like saying it.
And also, like, I would say, like, he's so adoring. Like, he appreciated so much about me. He treated me with so much reverence and respect.
Really?
So, like, who doesn't want that goddess?
That is a mature man.
Yeah, that's very mature. Yeah.
But also, I feel like maybe he grew up around a lot of women that taught him a lot.
Very
you know
strong,
what I mean?
very, very stable women. Yeah.
Because I did meet. I mean, before I got married, I did date a younger. That was like my first and last. I dated a younger man who was raised by like women, and he was on point as far as like just making sure that I got what I needed. I felt seen, all of those things. The only reason why it didn't work was because his career path was different. And and of course, it should be different, but it was so drastically different. He didn't respect a woman in business.
Oh, nah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that whole archaic way of thinking, I was like, you may be
doesn't work for
young,
you.
but you have an old primitive soul that I didn't like, so
it's uncomfortable.
exactly.
Yeah.
I called him a baby feminist.
So would you ever do like a 20-year age gap? Or do you think that's becoming like, that's too much? That's like almost treading on shady waters there.
So understanding the power of what you speak
I love how
into
she speaks.
existence.
She's hilarious.
I would not close myself off to any experience that's just going to level me up in life, And if a man 20 years younger than me was able to fulfill me like that, right? Engage me like that and make me feel like female energy, well, then it would have to be a pretty amazing 20,
So just
20 years.
say, for example, you're 40, you'd go out with a 20-year-old.
See, now that would be hard because, like, the challenge of dating someone who's younger than you is blending your lifestyles. Like, if you're very young, like post-college, and so you're on that post-college going out every night and, getting wasted or just whatever those things may be. But I want to go and see, follow art film festivals,
exactly.
and he's gonna be bored hanging around us artsy people, So then I would say like that's when the gap can come, unless you have similar interests anyway,
right?
Or just maybe on different spectrums of that interest, and you can meet and build a new people group. I don't know. I don't want to say I would limit myself, but
Really good.
If I wasn't married, I could never. I just could never. Because I just see how they are now.
Yeah.
Well,
And I mean, in this time, especially maybe 10 years ago, if you would have asked me this question, or 5 years ago, if you would have asked me this question, I probably would have been like, yeah, girl, I'm not going to close myself off. I would do the same thing that you did, send it to the world and all those things. But now, social media has made things so microwavable, so instant, that these young boys want instant love. They want instant attraction. They want instant this, instant that.
Yeah.
Instant money. And I just can't.
Yeah.
Because I've had to, my experience comes from patience, being calm, having that reverence, like being able to sit in my moment. These boys ain't got time to be sitting in the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Or like the attention span.
Yeah, they just want to go.
So let me ask you this then. So what makes a man for you? What separates a man from being a boy?
For me, I'm just going to come off and talk about my husband.
I know.
Do it.
Like, I mean, I feel seen immediately. I mean, that's a word that I use now constantly because I do. And we can play in a way where sometimes we can be talkative and play, but then we can be quiet and play.
Right.
And that playfulness, that level of playfulness, without it being like, I can't believe you said that to me, or feel like you slighted me in some kind of way because you too young or you too immature. I don't have that problem, right? And a man that is able to be able to say, you know what, get dressed. We're going here.
Yeah.
Plan the situation. We're taking a trip.
Yeah.
Look, pack a light bag. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking you away for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, what do you?
Or wait till the last minute.
Thank you.
Or wait till the
Like,
last
what do you
minute,
want to do? No, sweetie. No, what do you want to do?
Right.
Like, I know what I want to do, but I want
So
to
you want
know
him
what
to take charge.
Yeah.
in every way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Now, I will say, though, like, dating someone younger than me, he did all of those things, too.
Really?
Yeah. All of
So
those
This
things.
is
one.
really
Like,
enlightening
for
to
me,
me.
Yeah, you
my
see?
opposite has to be, like, it really has to be my opposite. But someone who encourages, like, the divine feminine in me.
Yeah.
I'm already intimidating, so I've been told. I'm already, like, I can command attention. I can command respect. I can get influence people to do something. I can be, quite strong. So if I have to meet someone who's stronger than me, who's not intimidated by me,
Right.
who's not threatened by me, my thinking.
Yeah.
And that's really important for me. Like what you said, someone who will take charge, like someone who I don't have to. Let's say you're in a situation where, like, I'm calling an Uber. Like, not someone who'll sit there and watch me struggle, but someone who'll take the phone, uses deep voice, and say, big man. I said, I'm coming. Boss. I said, I'm coming. And end of conversation.
Right.
And
Those
are the
little
kind of
things.
They're so attractive, right?
Super
My
attractive. Every time.
goodness.
Yeah.
But you know, these
God, he
days,
did that.
but
Yeah.
you know, these
Yeah.
days, the women now are like, oh no, you're taking away my power and all of those things. Listen, I am.
and
Call
take
me
it.
powerless.
Call me powerless. Call me powerless.
Thank you. I'm powerless. Come and take me.
Right.
At this age, like, I've spent so many years being independent and
Yeah.
taking care of
Right.
every single one of my needs. So I'm so open to someone stepping up and saying, hey, I want to be that divine masculine in your life, and I want to step up. I want to do these things. I want to take control in these areas, and I want to be like,
Yeah.
sure, go for it.
And control in a way that is like acceptable.
Not demeaning.
Yes.
Not demeaning.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Thoughtful, mindful. Girl, you
Yeah.
putting out the word.
Yeah. Like he gets you an Uber and he's like, boss, make sure you take care of her.
Yes.
Yes,
Like, I'll be home later.
come out and talk to the Uber driver and look him in his eyes.
Yeah,
and
you
I'll
know
be
what I mean?
like, whatever you want, Poppy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so attractive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
See,
I'm hot
And the thing is that's the thing. Like, it's just the little things. Like, help take the load off a little bit. It's
Right.
not necessarily financial that
No,
Yeah.
because we all
Yeah.
are independent women. We make our own money. We
Exactly.
sort out ourselves. But
Yeah.
that little, like, just
Yeah.
level of
Exactly.
like putting you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It just,
That thoughtfulness,
Yes.
that, yeah.
Exactly. Do you think women ask for too much when it comes to relationships?
No.
Do you think that they ask for a lot?
I can't speak for everybody.
I know.
I can speak for
I was just about to
myself.
say it.
And I actually ask the very least. Demonstrations by, like, throwing money or doing things, like, doesn't impress me at all. That's not how you get my attention. It's that if I know you can tap into a little bit of what's going on
Yeah.
in here, and you can give me time, respect, and, affection,
Yeah.
I really don't ask for much more than that. But the thing is, I know that inner child to this point in my life needs
Yeah.
a solid person,
Yeah.
someone who can be confident and be that divine masculine.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think so too. What about for you?
I mean, for me, it's I think understanding that when I say that I like or dislike something, that you take it seriously.
Yeah.
You take it on board, right? Some people are so flippant, like they just, when you date a younger man, I mean, again, I'm not gonna put that all younger men, right?
Yeah.
Because there are some mature ones, and kudos to you guys.
Yeah.
But I realized that even, 50-year-old men are still childish sometimes. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
But for me, the thing that makes me so secure, right, as a woman in a relationship is that when I just make me feel like what I'm saying to you is valid.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I open my mouth and tell you that I don't like that, I don't like how that made me feel.
Yeah.
Don't disregard that.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't
yeah.
disregard that because that to me, number one, is disrespectful, and number two, you're not putting me up in that position the way you say you put me up. You know, you say you love me, you say you want to be with me, you say, you know, you protect me, but you're not protecting me. You're not respecting me. You're not loving me if you're just going like that. Oh, that's just small.
The other side of dating someone younger than you is, as a woman, you have a responsibility.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, you could think about, like, every relationship after that, you take a big role in patterning, because at the end of the day, you are recognized as being older than them, and there's something that gets planted in their heads. So, like, there's that question of, like, how much patience do you exercise? How much, like, of your seniority? When do you have to stand up and be like, that's unacceptable? Not only for this relationship, but you as a person, I expect better out of you, you know? And how do you do that in love without
making like a feeling like a mama,
feeling like
it
takes
how
a lot.
do you
have
not
to be
feel
like
like
this. You have to be you have to be focused on yourself evolution, right? You have to make sure like you're being your divine, not just you're hurt or you're traumatized or you're neglected or you're abandoned. You have to be that in that moment and be able to speak to him in a way that says, I'm still the woman in this relationship. I still let you be the king in this relationship. But I'm expressing, like, now you're triggering something in me. You know, I put up with this. It is a lot of, like, I think previously all of my relationships have been with someone who's a few years older than me. So, like, they set the pace. They, you know, I kind of let them do. But this one, I guess, like, having had dated someone who is younger than me, it was kind of empowering because I didn't have to play a game. I got to be myself already, right? I didn't have to try to live up to anything. I'm already up. Right?
And you felt like you had to play a game with the older guys?
No, I wouldn't say that it's necessary that you have to play a game. It's just, you know, like, sometimes you, like, present yourself as, like, the perfect candidate. I'm not the perfect candidate because I don't know if you're the perfect candidate for me right now. So let's just see how things go.
Yeah.
So it was
But
like
you see,
sometimes, in some ways, it was easier.
For me, when it comes to dating someone younger, there's one word that pops into my mind that I can never get rid of, and that's cougar. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm like, I don't know if I can, like,
That's true.
I don't know, man.
But cougars are pretty.
That's true.
No,
Cougar, listen, I mean, I don't know what the issue is with people getting called MILF and cougars. And, I mean, bring it on. Listen, I pray that God keeps me and my husband together for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
But if I have to be called a MILF or a cougar, yes.
Right?
Call me that.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me.
No,
really?
No, because
it means you're
I would
fine.
say the objectification, maybe from a sexual objectification,
okay.
maybe. But at the same time, you know, I am older. Now, I would say that a cougar is a woman who, like, goes for much younger men. Like,
Right,
there's a gap
That's
where it's
only
really,
one-
really,
That's
right.
all she's looking for. Right.
Like, I would say, like, in my experience of dating someone younger, I did not expect that to happen at all. I did not expect that to happen. I was open to being loved on, and that's what I got. But I wouldn't say that from this point that I would consider. I think this point I don't think I would be ready.
Do you even think people even say that anymore? Like, it's
I
just
don't know, like,
such
I've had some
I
guys
would say,
approach
like, maybe
me.
negatively. It would be like a judgment.
Yeah, like,
Really?
I'm usually the one to use that word. So I've had some guys approach me, and I'm like, I have to be like, so how old are you? And I'm like, and they tell me their age, and I'm like, look, you can't make me a cougar. I'm sorry, I cannot be a cougar. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think you're limiting yourself, auntie.
No, don't call me
auntie.
Auntie, come on now.
No,
But you know, funny
I
enough,
struggle.
I was on the streets of London. I was walking to the train, and you know, I had my hoodie on, my tights, and you know, my trainers or whatever, looking really young, and some small 18, 20-year-olds walked by me and be like, my size.
Well, there's a level of confidence there.
First of all, I was a freshly Americanized woman in London streets. I don't know what my size means. All I know was, excuse me? Do you want a fun size Snicker? Like, I don't understand. Like, what are you saying? Do you know what I mean? And he pulled me up and he was like, my size. Like,
What?
Like, what's good? What's good though?
Oh my god.
Of course.
I was like, sweetheart, I can born you. And then my African accent came out, and they were like, "Oh, auntie, okay, auntie." Or auntie.
That was the off put. That was it. That was
I put him
like
off.
it deaded the
I meant to
conversation.
do that. I meant to do that because I was like, "What you mean, my size?"
Yes.
You know?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, my size.
My size.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
My girl.
That would be the, like, sometimes I'm grateful for the experience I had, but I can't imagine like if it was someone who wasn't like that mature.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
yeah.
Like, I think you can't approach me with those words for starters, and me
Right.
take you seriously. I'm sorry, like,
Exactly.
I'm a grown woman. Like, approach me properly, you know?
Right.
But some people like that though. They like that whole like, oh my gosh, you know, he actually thinks that I'm younger and
Okay,
Well, yeah, no,
you're
that's
younger.
relieving.
That's nice,
Yeah.
but I mean,
that's
my
that.
side.
Yeah,
That's
like.
my
But you can mistake me for being younger, but I'm
right.
not.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit of like
I am not your
accommodation.
mate.
Yeah, not your mate.
You
Space your
know,
friends.
Right, exactly. And that just makes it a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So are there things like, for me, one of the things that I find is that having guys try to approach you, do you feel like we women make it hard for guys to approach us, to speak to us? Do you feel like sometimes we carry ourselves in such a way that we make ourselves almost not approachable?
Sometimes.
Because it's hard for guys to approach women, right?
Well, when you're in a pack, I think when you go out in a pack, for example, when my friends are in town and we go out, guys find it difficult. But the one guy that comes out to come to the pack shows a lot of
I love that confidence.
confidence, a lot of swag.
Right.
I think that's also very attractive. But I think in that sense, we make it difficult. It can be more intimidating in that sense.
Right.
But I don't think that women naturally. Well, then again, African women are different. African women are different. African women can be very intimidating in that sense.
Like I purposely do it. I do it
Really?
on purpose, yeah.
I
because
do
sometimes I go
sometimes.
out, I'm here to have fun with my friends, and like
Yeah.
it's different. Like if
So how
if-
do you
if-
do it? What do you do?
what do you
to
do?
be
Yeah,
to be
like,
unapproachable?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're asking me to give my secrets away on public
If you smile like that, that's not
Yeah,
gonna.
so that's the opposite.
That's like, yeah.
No, so what do you do?
So first of all, I wear heels. I'm already 5'11", so I'm wearing heels. So that kind of first, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. I absolutely am not sorry. I'm just telling you like it is. I have not dated someone under 6'7" in years.
Under 6'7".
Yeah.
I'm like, do we have
So
that?
do you
Yeah,
mean
this
5'7" or 6'7"?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I was listen. I'm like,
it's
do we
not-
have them here?
it's
No,
not
I'm even wondering if I've ever met anybody that's 6'7" before.
I have.
Like what?
Yes, they're here.
They're here in this country.
Inside.
I just got with you, man. No, that's what I'm saying, girl. I need to go on a date.
So first of all, and I have realized that I like that dynamic because I'm already a big personality. I'm taller than all of my friends.
Right.
When I'm around a guy who's more dominant than me, I can feel how I like to feel. And then also guys at that confidence, that height, have a level of confidence that my face doesn't intimidate them. So that's number one. So I wear heels and I'm focused on my friends, but like if I can tell someone is staring at me, like I will definitely you
give them the side, the back of the hairs.
This is me nicely saying like I'm
Right.
seeing what
Yeah.
you're doing and I'm warning you that if you come over here it's not going to be. And I know like
Right.
some people will say, "Oh, well then you're probably blocking your shots." No, please. Because the man that God has for me won't be
Right.
intimidated by those things. And he's not going to walk up and say something that turns me off. He's going to say something smart that opens the door. And then when he opens the door to me mentally and respectfully, he will get my full attention because I'll be like, "Who are you?"
So you'd still be open to him walking over to you after you've given him all those signs like I'm not available?
Probably not because I've already peeped that that's not.
That's not
my-
your stilo.
It's not my portion.
It's not my portion.
Okay, it's not for you.
I've probably already
Okay.
noticed that.
Right,
I probably wouldn't give those same vibrations off to someone that I was like, "Hi, I wish you would come over here and talk to me." I probably wouldn't give those.
But have you ever been wrong where you've given like the cold shoulder or the cold stir to someone who was meant? Maybe you've met him later on in life, and you realize,
Yeah, you missed
The
it.
guy that was 12 years younger than me.
You see? Are you sure this guy wasn't meant for you? Like
I gave him the cold shoulder for months. Like I
Really?
knew when he was flirting, and I would make it more difficult for you. But that's how big man he was. It wasn't enough to scare
Right.
him away or
Yes.
that he would give up. It doesn't matter how much time it took. But see, again, that's the exception to the norm. The norm
Right.
probably wouldn't invest so much, you know, or not be so intimidated. But I do purposely keep my face in a way that deflects attention if I feel like I don't want attention from that.
Yeah.
How about you?
I definitely know how to do that as well. I keep, like, I'm naturally a smiley person, but
Right.
if I feel like
Right.
you're giving me attention and I don't want it, I will straighten my face, like.
Right. And
Resting bitch face.
And
Yeah,
and
like
it's not
don't
because
try
we're
it.
difficult. It's
No.
more like it's for your sake.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to have
I'm
a bad
saving you.
No, I didn't come here tonight to have a bad interaction with you. I'm giving you body language cues and
Yeah.
saying, if you understand a woman, you'll know like this is not the time. Now,
Yeah.
if I'm wrong and I'm having fun with my friends and I'm laughing and you know that comes down a little bit, and then you could see, well, she wasn't receptive to me, but maybe if I'm smarter and you'll come and try, I'm not going to throw you away in the trash
Yeah.
if you come and still try to move respectfully. Like I've
Yeah.
had that happen where a guy that I was like giving the culture came over and talked to me, and even though I didn't give him my number at the end of the night,
Yeah.
I still talked with him because
Right.
I respected that he was
Yeah.
being respectful, and I didn't want to
Exactly.
close myself off to
Right.
meeting someone who was a nice person. We became friends after that, actually, and he had a lot of respect for me in that friendship
Right.
because he knew I was able to establish boundaries from the beginning. But I do it because I know how it's gonna go for you. It's not gonna go for
She's
me.
trying to help you.
I don't want you to have that experience on a Friday night.
Right. I just don't want to spoil your night.
Yeah,
I was different when I was dating. I mean, I'm naturally very kind of like light. You know what I mean? I don't really believe in kind of setting the tone in any way. Like I'm myself wherever I go. I'm no different. Or I don't put on anything different. So there are times where guys thought that I was inviting them, and then they come,
Oh no.
find
and then
out
it's
today.
like, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. That was not for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
sometimes you're just a naturally nice person, right? And it can be your downfall because you're like, oh man, I was too nice to this guy, and now
to be honest,
I
Now
can't
you're gonna have
shake
to be mean,
him.
and that's
Yeah.
the problem. I would rather have that
See.
resting bitch face than later
Right.
to someone who's
I'm
so
gonna-
perfectly nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and
have
learn
to
some
let
of
them
that
down.
from you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
learn.
yeah.
How to
I'd
have the
rather
resting
start
bitch
in a
face.
way so like you don't get any confusion, and I don't have to go through that because I don't want to be. But
Yeah.
I can't sit there and play around with you and keep being your friend and making you think there's
Right.
a chance when there's no chance.
So how do you let a guy down gently?
I don't know.
I don't. I don't
You
like.
don't.
I'll
There's
tell
no
you,
such thing because some guys, if you let them down gently, they don't hear.
They
what
don't
you're
hear
saying.
it. So I'll tell you. And at one time, this is me in my marriage now. I went out with some friends, and I'm kikiing, and then some guy comes over. I see you guys having a good time, and I was like, yes. So one word answer.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
turn.
Did the
Do
conversation.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like okay, that was it for you. Like
Right.
you should have known that at that point it was a no for me.
Yeah. Don't
But
push
he
it.
kept pushing. He was like, "Oh, your outfit is really nice. Like you know how to dress." I was like, "Thank you." So then he continued. I want to buy you and your girls a round of drinks. I said, "No, we got our own drinks. We're good." And then he kept going. So I turned around.
Now that's irritating.
Do you see
now.
what I'm saying?
That's
So then I
irritating.
turned around. I was like, bruv, as you can see, we are busy. Do you know what I mean? So now I have to give you what you want. Because
Right.
you didn't catch the first shade that I threw.
Yeah.
Nor did you catch the second
or the third. Right.
I always want to know, like, what do guys want in this situation? Like,
They want you to break down and be like, because the thing is,
No, but
they
like-
want to, they think they have the power, right? So they're coming to you. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get her. So the moment I say she looks nice in her outfit, she's gonna turn.
She's gonna melt.
Oh, that's
is
not
this
gonna-
a cartoon
melt.
character or a
and then,
real
and then,
human?
and then,
They're not gonna
when I
fall for
tell
that.
when I tell him I'm gonna buy them drinks, that's gonna shut.
Come a big
My
boy.
dear,
Yeah.
we bought bottles now.
Exactly.
We are,
Don't
just-
come
our
and
bottles
tell
are
us
coming.
small drinks.
Our bottles are coming.
What drink are you going to buy me?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
going to turn me around from
Yeah.
the initial no to make it a yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
think guys just sometimes they have a lot to learn when it comes to approaching women. I remember I've told this story on camera before. I was in Melcom one day, and this guy, he was like following me around the store
Oh,
almost.
gosh.
Like
Oh, my
it was like
God, no.
he was on the phone, but I could see he was looking at me, and he just kept on trying to approach me, kind of. And then he went to tell the shop assistant to call me. And I was like,
What?
yeah, I know.
That's human
And I was like,
It's not funny. It's not funny.
it's not funny, but it was so weird.
It is like a
So then I was like, at this point, I was like annoyed. I was like, what is it? And he was like, oh, I just want to talk to you. I was like,
why did you make me
lost-
feel like that? You've put my anxiety up through the roof,
But I'm
sending
like,
someone
you've
to talk
lost
to me.
points.
Why would you?
You can't even approach me on your own. I cannot deal with you. You're not already not on my level because you can't even approach me.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just going to stare at me from afar and ask the cashier to come and get me.
I know.
That's,
my
like
God.
that's also very typical African, style.
Yeah,
because they feel like they're big boss, so they're going to get the. You
that's
understand?
why.
But I feel like no, but he was actually shy, and
Is
he was,
it?
he was shy. But I was like, I know, I'm not looking. For
That's like kiddies.
I'm looking for someone who's confident. That's you. Anyway, no.
Yeah. And I think like that's what you're.
all business.
I always wonder, like, what do you guys want us to do in these situations? Because, like, it's nice. Trust me, we all receive a level of flattery and we appreciate that,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
But, like, how do we let you know in a way that you take us seriously and we don't feel threatened or worried about a revengeful reaction? 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes that's another thing. I've been called, like, one time I was leaving a restaurant here in La Bonnie and I'm walking out with two friends. One goes along with another friend towards their car. One friend was going to an Uber, which we're trying to get the Uber to come and pick her up from this side there instead of making her walk across the street and down.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in the middle of interacting with her, and some guy comes up, and first of all, this is definitely a day when I'm in heels, right? So he like floated up like here in my peripheral because he's short, right? So I didn't really see him. That's my point. I didn't really see him. Like I'm trying to talk around him to the
Right.
Uber.
We're not shaming any short people.
No, we're not. I'm just saying how it happened
No.
in the time. And then so he's like trying to like talk to me, and I'm like. So then by this point, he'd already kind of obviously witnessed us in a frustrating situation with
Right.
an Uber driver. So like
It's not the time.
trying to, what he could have done is been like, hey, boss man, come here.
Right. Then you would have taken
Then we would be
notice.
like, bro, thanks. That's different. But
Yes.
instead, he was just trying to interrupt me, who's looking out for my friend and making sure I talk to the Uber driver and make sure I tell, please, make sure please put the air conditioner, please let this up, those kind of things. And then as I'm getting in the car, then he's trying to like give me an attitude that I wasn't paying him any attention. I turned and looked at him and I was like,
Don't owe him.
I'm sorry,
Thank
who are you?
you.
You know?
Thank you.
And then he just like called me names and I was like,
What?
okay.
Mature.
That
Very
just
mature.
shows. Thank you for letting me know who you are.
Yeah.
So early on.
And I don't even care at this point.
What?
It's like, when you go there, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's it.
What kind of waste of time is that?
Because
Like,
sometimes
I
we
don't
turn
understand.
guys down not just because they're not attractive. Sometimes we're in relationships, right? So this is a respect to our other. We're quickly
Right.
before
Yeah.
we go far,
Right,
before
right,
we go
right,
to
right.
anything, before we start,
Yeah.
we're gonna shut you down. So like, are we deserved?
Yeah.
Deserving of like a reaction after
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Because we're like helping you. Anyway, Charlie, no be easy.
No be easy.
No be.
So tell me, what are some clear deal breakers for you in a relationship where you're like, I could not deal with this person? I know that's a tricky one.
Must love dogs.
Really?
Well,
Must love dogs. Okay.
my husband does not like dogs.
Oh.
And it's so funny because I brought my dog in. I kind of snuck it into the house. And he was like, all right, you take care of it. You do all the things. And then I'm an early sleeper too. So I go to bed at 8. And
What?
her last, yeah, girl, because I got to wake up early in the morning, 3 o'clock to work.
8 o'clock, I'm just
Yes.
about getting started.
Yes.
What? Sounds good
I
to
have to
me.
wake up at 3 in the morning to start my work day. So my first client is at 3:30. So I go to bed at 8. So my dog needs to go poop and pee and all of that, do her last walk and all that. My husband's like, do it. I'm like, but I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And so you see what I'm saying? So now I'm slowly, so must love dogs. I wish that, but I think also for me, must respect his mother. Have a great relationship with his mother.
Yeah.
For me, is important because
That's a good one, actually.
people say that, but it's so true.
No, it is, yeah. Because you can see where their level of respect is.
Period.
Right,
Period.
exactly.
And how they handle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think for me, I think you have to really take the time to understand me.
Yeah.
I'm very much an overthinker, which is a bad thing, right? So if you don't understand that I'm an overthinker, I cannot be in a relationship with you because my mind goes wild sometimes and I have to try my best to rein it in. And if you don't understand that I'm an overthinker, you'll take me in a certain way.
Right.
And I'm not meaning to be that way. And this cannot work. You must understand that I'm an overthinker. Like, I don't do it on purpose.
No,
I'm just like that.
Yeah.
So you're an overthinker too.
I'm absolutely an overthinker.
Yeah.
I have to be with someone who grounds me. Like, so a deal breaker is someone who's like emotionally unstable, like someone who can have a temper and like do the extremes. Since I am an earth sign, and also to just everything I've been through in my life, like the more upset I am, the quieter I am. Right?
I'm the same.
The happier I am, the louder I am. The more upset, the quiet. Like deathly silent is extremely like volcanic activity.
Right.
So like someone who's going to be able to see those things. Right?
Yes.
See, if I'm being quiet, I'm not telling you much about me. I'm probably offended or hurt or something like that. So
Thank
someone
you.
who can really let me do my, like, you have to be grounded because if you're grounded already emotionally, and you have a level of maturity, me being a little bit like this, I will quickly come back down to ground zero and be like, okay, this is my problem, not theirs, and I can hear them.
Right.
You know, so definitely for me, you can't be someone given to like extremes of emotional
I think
reaction.
that's so important what you've just said. So important. Because actually, if you're in a relationship with someone that can't handle the fact that you're an overthinker, they can react to you, and it could be something not even to do with them.
And they make you feel like you're crazy.
Yes.
They're like, no, actually, I thought of this from 11,480. So
Right.
I know I'm not crazy.
Right.
You know, and
Just
I
like,
kind of
give me the time because I'm still processing something. This is not the time for you to ask me about something else, which I can't process right now. Because for me, as an overthinker, I need time to process this thing because this is how I deal with like, I'm not even going to eat right now because I'm still processing what has happened to me.
Right.
So give me the time, give me the space. This is not about you. This is just about me and being able to understand something for myself.
Right.
So you need to learn how to handle me in that way so that this doesn't now turn into an explosive situation.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
You have to know.
Know not to goad me.
Yeah. But why won't you just talk?
Right.
That's such a why. I feel like that's gaslighting.
But you know, some men, it's the way you deliver at that point in time. I've learned that quite a bit in my relationship.
Right.
My delivery has changed the game because I guess you could say I'm also an overthinker, but both sides, you know. And my delivery, like, not right now. That's not a way that you talk to your partner,
right? That will be able to back up. Yeah.
Because you say not right now, it's very. First of all, it's abrasive, it's rude and disrespectful, and you don't talk to your man that way. And if you want results, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
that's right.
You want positive results, you're not gonna get it. He's gonna give you negative results, right? So learning how to let him know that, babe, right now, I just need a little bit of time because we didn't zhuzh properly. You know what I mean? So we need just give me some time to process this or whatever, however you want to say it, but not in that tone.
Yeah.
I'm learning that quite a bit with my relationship. So I think, over the years of us being together, it's just now clicking in my head. Oh, if I talk to him this way, he reacts a different way.
It's funny because you can hear all these pieces of advice like learn to communicate with your partner, but actually it sometimes takes time for that thing to digest and for you to really understand what that means.
My gosh,
yes.
And when you're in that moment, you're not thinking,
like
calm down.
That's why you need someone who's like, all right, I know what you're doing.
Diffuse the situation.
I know you.
When you're done, come back.
Yeah.
Right. Because like that person is going to require some accommodation in another area of your life where you can show up and be like, you let me do my emotional things, so now I let you
But can I just say that that's the perfect situation? And it's not like you're not going to get that.
If that's something you have to work
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to get that, especially in the beginning, you're not going to get that. And so, I mean, I've been with my partner for 13 years, we've been together, and it's only the latter, like maybe 3 years of our relationship is we're actually starting to get in sync communicatively. We are now vibing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm able to be like, all right, babe, that thing that you said, that really, but also therapy helped. We actually went for like conflict resolution help.
Okay.
We talked to someone about it, and that person actually allowed me to see who I was presenting to him. It's almost like she put a mirror in front of
So you
me and
can
I saw
see it for
myself.
yourself.
I was like, oh snap! Like
It's beautiful.
I was behaving a certain way
Yeah.
that he already knew he had a strong woman.
Yeah.
He didn't need me to tell him I'm a strong woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't need that. So I needed to kind of back up and find other ways to deliver my messages for him to be like respond in the way that I want him to respond.
So would you say that when you get into a relationship and marriage or whatever, that you need to give yourselves a lot of time to be able to mesh together?
Give yourselves grace.
Because you're not going to get a perfect partner at the beginning, are you?
No. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time. And if he's worth the time.
Yeah.
Because if he's not worth the time, then you just waste time waste for no man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
We
yeah.
getting older. We ain't got time for this. The red flags are there. You will know those red flags if you've been observing properly.
Yeah.
But if he's a good man, he values you, he makes you feel good about yourself, he respects your surroundings and your dreams and aspirations, then this is something that you should do to make sure, or both of you guys should do, to make sure that you guys communicate better. I mean, because the communication is really, at the end of the day, is the breakdown and the leveler of the relationship. It breaks down the relationship,
Right.
and it sets up the
Levels
relationship.
it up as well. Yeah. Yeah. I get you.
You know, so
lovely.
you know, for me, I think that is important. You know,
It takes time to build something beautiful.
Yeah.
It does.
because women, we all say, "Oh, no, we want somebody that's gonna," but the way we
takes
deliver,
time.
we have to deliver ourselves in a way that men will respect and be able to reciprocate in the way we want.
Yeah.
And I've learned that quite a bit because I'm like, yeah, but I need a man that's gonna be able to da 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 da. But what you doing? How am I handling myself? What am I presenting to that man? You know, am I presenting a woman who is all over the place, who's not together? You know, and I just expect him to just take me as I am, but I'm not willing to do the work for him.
That's so. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think that sometimes we are unfair.
That's true.
You know, and we don't see in hindsight like how things could
go.
Yeah.
For me, like deal breakers are really around things like, for instance, like secret passion of mine is religion. It's like my favorite topic. So I couldn't be with someone who didn't respect someone else's personal belief system.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I have to be with someone who has a level of emotional maturity that I know I don't have. Why? Because I don't have it. Right? There's other things that I have that I can offer a relationship, but what I need so that I can feel stable at home and safe and protected is someone who's big enough and has a space to let me be as intense as I can be sometimes, because I can be very intense.
Yeah.
Right. That's lovely that you recognize that. I think. Yeah.
I already know. Like,
You have to know who you are. Yeah. I say the same
It's
thing.
getting bad for both of us.
Yeah,
you know?
it doesn't work then. Because I always say that I'm very quirky, and if you can't handle my quirkiness, then you're not for me. Because the more you know me, the more quirky I'm going to get.
Right.
It's just who I am.
Right. And then on the other half of that is someone who lets me be myself. Not
That's
only
what
can
I'm
you
saying.
put up with it, but like you encourage. Like, that's Maya being Maya.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of reacting to every single thing. Like, no one is perfect. Like, I think even if I met someone who's X height and this, that, there's things that I probably critique and that person would critique off of me. But I know I need a space for my inner child to feel happy, right? Feel expressive.
Yeah.
And I want to be with someone who also, another thing, someone who's not receptive to, like, love and affection. Like, someone can't be too cold for me.
Yeah.
A big thing about me is I'm extremely affectionate. I love to love on somebody.
Right, right.
A boyfriend for me is also like a puppy. Like, I'll do your facials. I'll pop your pimples. I'll trim your beard. I'll do your pedicures. And you have to have patience. You can't be like,
Yeah. Like,
But like scenario. Okay, I mean, I love all this talking. Yeah, this is what I used to do when I was single. Okay, now you meet that person.
Yeah,
he crosses all of the good stuff, foundational stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like this whole lovey-dovey thing, he ain't got. He is cold as can be. Okay, does that mean that you throw him away?
I have to. I'm sorry.
Okay, because let me tell you.
Okay.
Because can I just tell you?
Yeah.
My husband was cold.
Really?
See, now that's what I was gonna say. It's like I have time and time again met guys that were not affectionate when they met me, but they're the biggest cuddlers
Thank
now.
you. That's what I'm saying to you.
But some of those guys did have like childhood set traumas that prevented them from being affectionate. Good job. So they were harder to like draw out.
Right. So it's not that they weren't naturally cold then.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So you do have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like some people just, they don't experience, they didn't have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
before. But if you can introduce it to them in a way that's not too overbearing or like too demanding,
Yeah.
right? It starts little, like sleeping in the bed, you guys, your feet can touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to jump away from
Yeah,
your feet touch.
yeah.
Like those kind of things. And then
Yeah.
I have to say, like, I've always turned people into cuddlers.
Exactly. I mean, you know, he wasn't like cold to stuff,
Yeah.
but he didn't activate his inner child.
Right.
Right.
He
So
needed you to press
yes.
the button for him and activate it.
Yeah, because also, you know, maybe his past relationship didn't give him an opportunity to be able to do that. I don't know.
Right.
But it could be a serious amount of things. But I came in and I was like, okay, this is what I want.
Yeah.
But I know that this is not what he's like. So I'm just going to introduce this slowly to him.
Yeah.
But then there are moments where he didn't like it too much. So I had to pull back and be like, you know what, I'm
Right.
thankful for the other stuff that he can do.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to get everything that we
But
want.
as women, I think that's what we do in relationships. We set the tone for the emotional side of the relationship. The men should from what I've seen, men should set the tone for the other, like more stable, more, like we are the emotional pilot. You know? They are like the organized, the stable, the less abstract parts of it.
Although
So
things are changing now.
that is
where
true.
it's like,
That is true.
That's
A lot of
slowly
crossover.
crossing over and kind of,
Oh yeah.
you know.
So I'm pretty traditional, man. I need a man to just be a man. Like,
I'm the same way.
I was traditional, but like, I mean, I'm married to a man who's a traditional man, so I could never ask him to be the manny. Or like, you know what I mean, stay home and watch the kids.
Yeah.
That could never happen. But I'm just saying, like, if that was the case,
Yeah.
and I had just happened to have like this bomb, like, financial blowout, and he had to stay home and watch the kids, I'm sure he's probably going to be like, seed.
Yeah.
But he'll probably take the lead in that sense. But then that's also a challenge for him. Because he's going to be like, nah. I'm going to go ahead and make some more money.
Yeah.
You can come
Yeah,
back.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what makes the man because he wants to be
Do
better.
it.
He's got to keep striving, you know. And that for me, that's attractive.
Yeah.
It's very attractive.
Really attractive.
Oh yeah.
You like
someone
that.
who wants to
Yeah.
step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Someone who wants to be as best as they can because
Just
no one is
driven.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, man.
A confident one.
A confident one. That's what I'm saying.
Have some swag.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, we're taking
We like the swag.
We're taking notes. We're taking names.
Yeah, send them to her.
You know, send them to us. We have to
She's
vet
vetting
you
all-
first.
vetting- yeah.
Yeah, we have to vet you first before.
If you can pass Mavis, you
Yeah.
got a
Yeah,
chance.
you're right.
It's gonna be hard though. Don't think it's
You
just
know
you see this
me.
smile.
She's gonna quiz you.
Trust me, these questions are going to be hard.
That's it. Very difficult.
If you're not
very,
ready,
very difficult.
don't bring yourself.
Warriors only.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Ladies, we have spoken for almost an hour. Can you believe it?
Wow.
I know. The
That's
time's gone
crazy.
so fast. It's
I
been
love
such a
it.
great conversation.
It's been a fun
I
conversation.
love conversations that just flow so naturally like this. You know, you can just
Yeah.
go forever.
Yeah.
So
Loved it.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks
But
for
where
having
can
us.
people find you if they want to know more about you guys individually?
Sure.
I'm a dating coach. No, I'm
Yeah.
just to be honest, I have had 5 marriages under my belt. Just saying that I'm good at what I do. Like I do the hookup really well. Okay,
I love
so
it.
y'all just talk to me.
Okay.
I'll set it up.
Okay. Let me get your
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
But you can find me on Instagram at balancebuddy_minds. I'm not on Facebook, okay? So
Okay.
don't look for me there. That's it. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll put it in the description so I have to spell it out. But you can find me on Instagram at the Magnate Group Ghana. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much, guys. I really appreciate you
Thanks
taking
for
the
having
time
us.
out.
It was
Thank
a lot of
you.
fun.
It
I love
was,
chatting
wasn't
with you
it?
I
We'll have to do it again.
I can talk about relationships all day.
I know, it's such a wide subject. There's so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
like to learn from other people.
Yeah.
And then you learn things about yourself. It's,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Relationships are a mirror. Like you have to
Yes.
look at yourself.
Exactly.
So please be, tall so you have the right angle.
Yeah.
Have a mirror for me so I don't look distorted.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But also and I don't want to be in a haunted house of mirrors. I want
Yes.
to be in front of a safe mirror.
Yes.
That's why we gotta be a little bit picky.
Yeah.
If you haven't already subscribed to this channel already, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Nutitfafa.